Air way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the Cookout with TOYO, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Church, real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get, man. Come on, press play, press play.
They are like, I have no yard accidents. My males have killed each other, but my females.
Hey man, tell that nigga he's still on the
I got him out there. Yeah. So check this out, man. Hey, I told y'all, man. If you come over here, man, I gave y'all forewarning. So hey, before you get started, man, we got Welsh. He on the list. We got Supreme. He on the list. We got Hard and Finish. He on the list. Hey, Mike Dan, what's going on? You on the list. Mr. Mad Doctor. He on the list. Man, hey, Toyo, nobody brought nothing.
They think a nigga playing around joking. I think Big A. I think they think a nigga playing around joking. Like, and I'm surprised that Big Brother Mike Dan. I'm surprised that Big Brother Mike Dan. Mike Dan, you know damn well you gonna bring something to the cookout. Okay, fuck. Bring one of them old school dishes or something, Mike Dan. I don't know what the fuck. I don't want to put you on blast, Mike Dan, but guys, listen, man. Listen.
Well, yeah.
The cookout, yeah, I seen Wells tell them take off their shoes and shit like that or whatever. You know what I mean? Man, how can I say this, y'all? Listen, man. This jump, what'd he say? What Mike Dan say? What Mike Dan say? I'm trying to let Mike Dan, he might have left it back in the car. He might have left something in the car. But anyway.
12 pack of noodles. Wells Walker got the fried chicken, man. He marinated in pickle juice all night, man. That's some Tennessee stuff, boy.
All right, that's what's up. Man. Yeah, salute the queen, first of all. Y'all know, let me salute the queen. Boom. All right. Yeah. All right, man, listen, man. Right, the cookout, I'm trying to do something here, y'all, for y'all. Now, this shit is symbolism and shit. Like, this is a place, like, we just on YouTube, y'all. This is an opportunity for you to treat your brothers and sisters in the community royal, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, me, I brung 2 tomahawk steaks for me and Big A today. Big A, you got my scoops. Yeah.
Yep, I got the potato salad. Yes,
yeah. Sir. So, like, you know, every day me and Big A gonna be eating good at where we at our table. So I brung 2 tomahawk steaks today for him, and also got a bottle of 1738. We gonna be cracking this shit at our table. You know what I mean? Where we sitting at. So, like, when y'all bring something to the cookout, y'all ain't gotta bring nothing every day, man. Whatever, like, you know, I'm always gonna have some Murray steak burgers and hot dogs on the grill for y'all or whatever. But like, man, you know, I'm trying, I'm trying to treat y'all royal, man. So y'all, you know, come in, step up the plates, man. That y'all bring, you know, it could be some stuff we ain't heard of, like, but bring, you know, spare no expense is what I'm trying to say, bro. Spare no expense. Bring them items to the cookout. Make this cookout live, yo. It's about symbolism and all that. How you really would want to be at the cookout. How you know what I mean? The good bud, your choice of beer, your choice of drink, your choice of what you want to eat. You know what I mean? your topics of choice, all that. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna be keep on pressing y'all at the door and shit like that. You know, y'all know what kind of times are. It's gonna start getting nasty when y'all don't bring them plates and shit. It's gonna start getting nasty for y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. I know y'all might not care, but I'm gonna just give it to y'all. Y'all coming over here and ain't bringing no plates to the cookout and shit. It's gonna start getting nasty. So anyway, I heard that the youngins heard y'all had something on fire earlier.
Yes,
Y'all
yes,
had it
sir,
on fire,
did.
so you could go ahead and drop the link to the chat so they could go ahead and finish their conversation or whatever what they was talking about. No problem.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and drop the link. Let them go ahead and get it in. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah. It's in there, man. Welsh is in here, man. Yeah, we were talking about, do you trust the blood or the breeder? So I got a question for you, Toyo, about Pops. Pops is your, you know what I'm saying, like your mecca, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? He took you under his wing, taught you I've talked to Pops. He when I say, you know what I'm saying, he's a encyclopedia, dictionary, and all of that wrapped into one. You came up under him. Now, let's say that you don't have any dogs, right? None. And he didn't have any dogs. He got rid of his yard. Then he acquires dogs, and he's going through the process, and then you got maybe 5 generations or 5 years down the line, you pop up on him and he has new dogs. You don't have any dogs. Would you take a dog from him without knowing the bloodline or anything?
Yeah, in that case, of course, because I'm going on Pop's experience as a dog man. As a dog man, I'm relying on his experience as a dog man. If he changed up, if he switched lanes on me real quick or whatever, that's when I could trust my mentor's judgment. You understand what I'm saying? But like that's just me. Like I could see somebody else saying, like, one of my other brothers that came up underneath him might be like, man, I ain't messing with that Pops. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they might have been stuck on what he had, and not his judgment. They might have just been stuck on what he had, his blood, and not his judgment. So again, one person might be concentrating on the blood, one person might be respecting the person's hands. So I'm a person that respect Pop's hands because I seen what he did with his hands. So, like, you know what I mean? If I come back to him years later and he ain't got the same shit he used to have, but he say the ones he got now is even better, I'm gonna go on his judgment as a dog man. He tripled my years and the shit. So that's where I stand with it. Salute.
Okay.
So as his judgment.
Hold up. Wait, hold up. Well, I got one more question, and then y'all got it. So, Big Hill, I got another question. Pops is out the picture. He's nowhere to be found. You know, as far as the dogs in the scene, and you don't have any dogs, and now you're trying to acquire a foundation, or you trying to get some dogs, whether it's one dog, a litter, or whatever the case may be. Are you going off of the breeder, or are you going off of the blood in that situation?
I would have to still use my best, the best tool that I have next in line since Pop's gone. Then that falls on my judgment now, on my experience in the dogs. My last dogs that I thought was good, that bloodline, I might be looking around and talking to breeders that have that and checking out their product. If I like the blood that I come from, and I'm starting from scratch, you know what I mean? I'm the only thing I can pick up as now I got to go on my own judgment. It's time for me to step up on what I seen out there, what I seen. So, like, I would just start baby steps. I would go for what I know first, what I was around first. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm familiar with. So I could kind of recognize the signs and the things that I'm familiar with. You understand what I'm saying? Anything else, when I'm going totally out of my lane, I'm going to have to trust other people's stories and other people's things that I might not got time to be trusting them people. So I might want to go as much as I can with my familiarity. That's just me.
Got you. All right, Welsh, you got it. Y'all got it, man.
No. I was gonna say I like that question you asked him because it goes back to what I was saying. Because if the person Toyo dealing with had to start over with a different set of dogs, and Toyo went to go get a dog, then at that point, Toyo got to trust the judgment of his mentor with them dogs. So at the end of the day, his mentor might have experience with the dogs that Toyo never got from him. So again, a person could just get into dogs and go buy a dog from Gardner and buy a dog from Mallcat. He don't have no experience with these dogs. He been to a bunch of ADVA shows and he put the dogs together and he gets on fire. So you could say, oh, well, yeah, that's the breeder. But again, he just bought 2 dogs and he put them together 3 years later and it worked out. We know the type of blood that we know certain blood that's over there. Certain people know certain blood that's over at Gardner's. But we know for a fact that this dog man doesn't have any working experience with these lions. But the dogs that he put together come from highly experienced working families of dogs. So that's why I say it's you can't really say 100%, oh, it's the breeder, because it's not. It's the blood majority of the time. Yes, it's and again, it's a team sport. You have to have your corner, man. You got to have your coach. You got to have your keeper. You got to have it. It's a team sport, but a lot of the credit is going to certain things. Too much of the percentage is going into one place. Because again, if it's that's big A. For example, when people say, "Oh no, I would never add that into my line of dogs," that means you don't like the blood. It's not the breeder. That's why I keep saying it's the blood. Because if you take,
would you say that would have to go with your experience, right?
Yeah, I mean, experience is key. Because again, Supreme, and you know this, Supreme,
emotion.
You can't base it off of emotions. Emotions don't get you nowhere in this dog game.
Nah.
You got to be experienced. It has to be experienced. And just think about it, Supreme. Like I mean, it's real shit. You can look how many people go to these dog shows, and then we got another set of new breeders after the dog show. These people don't have experience with these dogs, but the dogs that they have experienced families inside of their blood. So yes, we have experienced breeders, but again, a newbie could buy 2 good dogs and put them together and get good dogs. Does that mean he's a good breeder? I mean, because that's people keep talking about the breeder, but anybody can put dogs together. Anybody can stick 2 dogs together and get good dogs.
This Saturday.
Okay.
See, to me, when to me on that tip, the only way you could tell a good breeder, really, like you say, a newbie could have some good dogs. So, like, to say somebody a good breeder, to me, the only way you could tell that is time. You know, time and consistency. And consistency on that.
Experience. So again, that's the thing where people keep saying, "Oh no, it's not the blood, it's the breeder." Well, if Joe Blow just bought 2 dogs and put them together from well-known dog breeders who established families of dogs, it's not the breeder, it's the blood. The breeder has something to do with it. Yes, the dogs was born on his yard, but what experience do he have with that family of dogs?
Now we can't. We must admit, though, we must give that newbie credit for the luck that shined on him and everything. That Joe. So don't shy away.
I just stated that.
Yeah.
I just stated that.
All right, because we don't want to shy away from the newbie just because he's a newbie. If he got good dogs, he got good dogs.
I just stated that. I give credit where it's due. I just stated that 3 times. I said he put them together. It was born on his yard. But 90% of these dog men are going to look at him and notice that he don't have no experience with the dogs behind that. And they're going to go to the next person who got more experience with the dogs behind that when it comes to picking a puppy that might represent their program in the future.
But you know, that to me, that's how it's always been. From the breeding shit, even to the show shit, the competition, the historical shit, and all that. It's like this. It's like that's what the newbie gonna have to deal with. That's what that new Tom Gardner or whoever y'all trying to be, that new he's gonna have to deal with when he has success. the more experienced people are gonna be. You got the microscope on you now. They're gonna be saying things like, "Oh, he lucky," or "He don't know what he doing." And like I say, time and consistency answers those questions because they won't be able to keep saying that year after year after year if you're still having consistent things. But like if you have, historically speaking, if you went out there and you won your first one with your dog, you know they gonna be on you like they're gonna be on you like like trying to make you know that shit ain't nothing. You feeling good that you got your first one in, you feeling like something, but the game is always the game is meant for you. Those ones that want to beat on their chest, though, that you got a bullseye on your shit. It ain't nothing wrong with beating on your chest and saying, yeah, I did this or whatever. But like, yo, it's always somebody after you. It's always somebody trying to take you down and say that shit wasn't right. You understand? It's always somebody trying to take you down and say that shit ain't right. And the fucked up thing about it is it takes so much to get finally the people saying you got good dogs. It takes a lot for you to get people like that because there's a lot of hate. So it takes a lot for you even to get a lot of people saying that you have good dogs. Now, once you get to that point, this is what the sad thing about it is. Once you work hard to get to that point, it only take one you putting the dogs in one dumb motherfucker hand, and then your whole shit turn the opposite direction. You understand what I'm saying? So
Fully understand.
Yeah, so it's always, you looking good, you feeling good today, you looking good today, you feeling good tomorrow. If you made a wrong decision, your whole shit looking crazy. And you got to answer those questions again. And you feeling like, why I got to answer them again? I answered them. I've been here, I did this. Everybody, they like, fuck what you did yesterday. We want to see what you doing today. And everybody is like that, all over. So like, even the gardeners that we talk about, we think he got it sweet, and we always talk like he got it sweet. Man, it's other dog men with that's his what you call them, his with his comrades, his peers, people on his level and older than him, or that's on his level. And yeah, that game is going on with them too. Believe it, that game is going on with them too. Believe that. It's just that, like, we might not be on that level to understand the game they playing or whatever, to see what they doing or whatever. But believe me, the same shit up there with them top-notch breeders, they're talking the same thing about each other's shit. You dig what I'm saying? You can hear the slick talk. If you just listen, you can hear the slick talk. They've been talking slick about each other since the beginning of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I always said it was 50-50 or sometimes 60-40, depending on the actual situation. Because again, you could meet a person just moved in up the street from you, up the block. He just so happened to had two good dogs he put together, and they turn out. But for a fact that he ain't got no generations behind it. For a fact that them family of dogs been working before he even got a hold of it. So in his case, yeah, they was born on his yard, but that blood been working. This for a fact. So that's why I say is in that situation, I would say 60-40 and 60% blood, and I'm gonna say 40% because he did produce the dogs on his yard. But we know that them dogs been working before him, whether he had them or not. So that still leans more towards the blood. But he gets that 40% because, again, they were born on his yard. So he has to get some type of credit. But then when you got a well-known somebody actually putting shit together like what y'all doing, with Dre doing with his set of dogs, you have to give. We know what's behind Dre dogs, but we see the work that he's doing. So the first person I'm gonna give credit to is Dre because he's moving forward with the bloodline. So I'm gonna give Dre his credit because he's moving forward, not backwards. So if you constantly concentrating on dogs behind your pedigree, which means you're not technically moving forward, I'm still kind of getting people behind your dogs the credit because you scared to step out on your own and
you
actually
tracing.
stretching.
You're basically tracing. That's what you say. You
I mean,
tracing.
yeah,
You
I
playing the
mean,
safe
hey,
game.
you tracing
You
basically.
you tracing and you playing the safe game. So like, you know what I mean? Like I can understand what you're saying. That's what I'm getting. What you're
Like
saying.
that's what people get confused with me and what I say. But again, I'm speaking from experience because if you constantly chasing them dogs behind your pig and you can't get past stage 1 or 2, then I know already done read the room and know what you're doing. So I'm gonna still give the people behind your dog the credit instead of giving you the credit. So that's why I say I like what Dre doing because he moving forward. Everybody that move forward with their shit, I give them the credit. But if you sitting there trying to copy somebody else's shit and think I'm about to give you the credit, you done lost your goddamn mind.
I would give them both the credit. Like it take balls to step out and do that shit, like with Dre and them doing
Yeah.
it, and do that and stand on your work. It take balls, but like the other people that's tracing, like basically that's what most of them was taught to do. That's what they mentors did. That's what they was taught to do. They stay with a formula, so they're not gonna get out that formula. Like I still gotta I still gotta give them props at is because they still gotta select the dogs to move forward. Even though they still tracing the same formula, they tracing the same shit. They not really doing nothing different. Where they come in at is they got to select the right dogs. So they
Yeah.
still have work to do. So I'm still not gonna say they just it's all easy over there. Even though some of them don't even select the right dogs, they are just paperwork, like trading paperwork like
Yeah.
baseball
Yeah.
cards. But
Yeah.
some people are really preserving the line and they're following and tracing those old paths and sticking to those old, they sticking to the game plan and they not moving out the joints, but they are selecting the right dogs and they are taking them through the right processes. And those are not a high percentage of people. So don't get it twisted. Salute.
Hey,
So,
constant pressure say bloodlines will decline over time if they're not in the correct hands. And by correct, I mean the people who study them and understand what they bring to the table in every generation. So
Exactly.
that's another question that I'm saying. So as far as the breeder is concerned, uh, a breeder would have an answer when the bloodline starts to water down, or if they see some form of any decline. Would you say that?
Yeah, I would say that. But
Mhm.
that was a heavy statement Constant made. I definitely like that.
Yes.
I definitely like
Yeah.
that because it puts in your face what it really is. That what statement he just made puts in your face what it really is, which means how far do you think a good dog can take you without the good hands? See,
Man.
like he said, if your hands ain't right, that no matter how good the dog was, if you don't know shit, eventually your
Yeah.
shit gonna get it's gonna go down. You know what I mean? You might have
That,
started with a good dog and all that, and the people before you might have put some shit in your hands that was superb, but your hands ain't right. So how long do you think that dog gonna throw you? Carry you through? It might carry you
yeah.
through your first little dumbass breedings, but like you fucking the dog up, you can fuck that shit up. Salute.
Yeah. And like I was saying, man, can you do it again? Can you do it again? Like I believe people like Pops, if he started from scratch, he could do it again. You know what I'm saying? I believe like, uh um Cruz could do it again. Mims could do it again. I just believe that.
But what Pops will tell you itself though, because we didn't put the press on Pops plenty times because we be geeking
Yeah.
for that, waiting for that one. But like
Mhm.
he'll tell you like what I mean, like you say, I bet you Pops can do it again. Yeah, Pops know he can do it again, but really it's the dogs doing it. He just gotta wait. He
Yeah.
just gotta do the things he's supposed to do, and the dog's gonna show up themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just gotta be the caretaker and set up the environment or whatever, and do the process or whatever for those dogs to come
Mhm.
through. And he got to recognize when they come through. But it's a time thing. It's a time thing and selection. It's a time and selection thing. So even though we know these people can do it again, a lot of us get too antsy, too impatient, too impatient. That's why we hop shit to different breeders that's
Yep.
on it
Yeah.
real
Yep.
quick. That's
Yep.
why the dogs, the famous studs, transfer. a lot because it's whatever's working at the time. That's where everybody gonna be moving to. Even though, like, you know what I mean? That old man said, man, just wait a while. I ain't got nothing yet. Motherfuckers can't wait. They gone to where it's popping at. You know what I mean? That's how it is. That's the transition of the game when people racing and shit. They going to where it's popping at. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't waiting for these because the numbers tell you that it's not no microwave shit. The numbers tell you that it's not it ain't no 85, 90 percentages and like that. Nah, it's lower than that. But like, you know what I mean? And people hit rhythms, people hit streaks and shit. Like, you know what I mean? So you got, once you in that shit for a long time, you know the different rhythms and shit. You know, they go along with the pedigrees and all that shit. You check the rhythms and shit. You know, they go along with the pedigrees. You know certain lines. When you see certain pedigrees for so long, you start knowing, like, oh, he might be having something in a couple years. Oh yeah, you start knowing why shit cold. His yard cold right now, but you're gonna double back on his yard though. You know what I mean? It's different shit. It's just rhythms.
And Big A, let me give you another example of why I say what I say. Also, okay, y'all seen some of Hard and Finish dogs. Okay, now Hard and Finish. If you look at his pedigrees, you see the people that's behind his dogs, right? Now, I give him the credit for his breeding. Why? Because he has experience with those dogs. Some of the people behind the dogs, he know those people. So he's going to get his credit for doing that selective stuff. So again, when you can have a person that don't have no experience put some shit together. So what I'm asking you, Big A, how much are you giving the person who just left the tri-state show, who bought two different puppies that never had experience with them, with this blood, are you giving him 100% credit saying the breeder? That's what I'm asking?
No, to me, that's not a breeder. That's not, you got two pups and you pair those pups together. When I say breeder, I mean the creator of. Okay, when I say breeder, I'm talking Kobe. Oh, when I say breeder, I'm talking about Mims. I'm talking about Cruz. I'm talking about all the ones that we talk about.
Okay, that cleared that up.
So what I'm saying is, if you, like, for example, if any one of those had lost a yard or whatever the case may be and started completely over with a completely different, a whole different program, and I had a chance to go to their yard dogless and leave with their dog, I'm trusting them. I'm trusting their knowledge, their education, everything that they have in the game. I'm trusting. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I get a dog from Mims and take it to something completely different and it turned out, I'm not really taking full credit for that. This is just me personally. I would take credit for something that I've had where you see my name in the pedigree for 4 generations. I take credit for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as, like you were saying earlier, you were like, if we lost these dogs and such and so forth, we can go back to Garner. You're still saying Garner's name, no matter how you want to play it, whether he created or he took something and ran with it and became a salesman or whatever, his name still is relevant. Most people start their yard from Garner. A lot of people have Garner running through in their pedigree. So, you know, when you speak about it, like, to me, yes, I believe in the breeder. And when I say breeder, I need to be specific. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, that's how I look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying I don't have an ounce of the game or knowledge, anything that Kobe had. So, you know what I'm saying? And Kobe has done it again and again. His imprint is down there in every dog that you see today. If not, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if he had to start over, I'm fucking with Kobe.
I mean, yeah, and see, that's the key thing. Because remember, I always say what I say, and I word it a certain way, because you got to remember, you got a lot of new people coming there on these live streams. And that's the reason why I word what I say in that order, because it's experience. It's a well experienced dog man can start over. Of course, for one, if he been breeding a long time, it's not going to be hard for him to start over because he already has dogs in all different states that he can
Yeah.
acquire from certain people. Number one. Number two, it's all about experience once again. So when we say the breeder, if I was green, if I just came in this game and heard y'all say that, it would fuck my program up. And I'm just being real because
What you mean?
listen what I'm about to say. If I had just hopped on here and heard people saying breeder, 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 but yet I'm reading all these threads online. Remember, everybody research shit differently. But if I'm reading all this public information and I'm noticing this family of dogs doing this family of dogs is also doing this family of dogs is also over here. That's blood.
Mhm.
That's blood. That's
Mhm.
a family. It's called a family bloodline. Okay.
Right.
So
Right.
if we just saying breeder and we're not giving out the full details, somebody could go get some bullshit from somebody.
Oh yeah. I mean, without a doubt. But at the same time, okay.
No,
It's
that's why I said what you said was right, but
yeah.
we have to start giving more details behind it. Because again,
It,
if I was green, I would have been looking at a bullshit breeder. Because I'm hearing y'all say just say breeder, but ain't nobody explaining the details in between that.
mhm. No, because I believe it. In life and just any decision that you make, you got to do your due diligence. So and that's on both parts.
Well,
That's if
I
you
don't know what the hell he listening to because it was sure much more said than breeder. We motherfuckers just said hands and experience and numbers
yeah,
and yards and
yeah,
this. Like, so how the fuck did somebody just concentrate on somebody saying breeder? I don't know because we just said a whole lot of shit besides breeder. Now I'm gonna tell you
yeah.
like this: you could if y'all ever got if y'all got the resources or if you lucky enough, you ever did this type shit, Welch? Because I think you come from a family of people that fucked with the dogs. You ever had an opportunity where as though you gave one of the old heads that was out of dogs, you threw them a couple dogs just to have and shit because their yard gone and basically you threw an old head a couple dogs. Most of the old heads, they don't want no fucking paperwork. They don't give a fuck. They didn't even ask you for the paperwork. Now,
Yeah.
and there, that's how people know dogs. Because like, if you double back on those, have you ever double back on them and they actually made breedings with the dogs? See, this is where that shit be magic. Because you could give one of them type people some dogs without no papers. They got heavy experience in dogs, and you come back and they had a family. They made a family of dogs. And you got the paperwork to those dogs, but you never gave him the paperwork. So then you can see the formula from what he did, his work he did. You have the information that he didn't need. And then when you see his work and you see the shit that you like, you can put it together with the paperwork you got. You dig what I'm saying? It's two sides of the game like that. Like, I think you saying we all saying the same shit. Kind of, we all saying the same shit. You know what I mean? And like Will said, for the people that are kind of the people that's brand new, they definitely can get lost in the terminology of the conversations. But basically, like, you know what I mean? All they got to do is really listen, because we definitely saying focus on the dogs and stuff. Don't worry about no motherfucking paperwork, no breeders or none of that shit. Don't, focus on the dogs. We always say that, man, focus on the dogs. And basically, like, you can't put too much shit on the next man that you can't put on yourself, which means, like, if you go and choose a dog and finding the dog or whatever, you do the best you can, but like at the end of the day, you making that motherfucking decision. You making that motherfucking decision. So you got,
but no, I have a situation like that though. What you just said, I have two situations like that. With I actually got the dogs from them back when this was like I was probably like 21 at the time. This was a long time ago. And he got locked up for some other shit. And when he came home, he wound up coming to get four of the dogs that I had. That was, I think I was about I was 3 generations down from the dogs I got from him, and then he wound up coming to get 4 and did his thing with them, and that's one of the programs that me and him got a collaboration with right now.
That's
and mind you, it's paperwork, but
y'all don't trip off that. Y'all ain't make y'all breedings off. He didn't really make his breedings off looking at the paperwork, though.
He didn't need to.
That's what's up. That's what I'm saying. That's when it's a beautiful thing, man. But y'all got the paperwork. Y'all got the information. But the old man, the old man just freestyling. The old man just doing him, and that's when it's beautiful. And y'all can always check out the shit that had. That's what it always was to me. Like, basically, like, it's good to have that shit, the documentation, but basically, like, we niggas that we basically we the type of niggas that basically the scientists come to the game and writing down the stats, and they doing that. We the ones who making the magic, and the people writing down the numbers or whatever. Then we go after the game and see, and they be telling us like, you know what you did, man? You did this in the fourth quarter. You did this and this. You did this. You did, man. You know this, and we just do it on the natural. You know what I mean? But it's always good to know the information, but that shit come afterwards, bro. To me, it always come after.
Yeah, because he always looking to create something new. So, I mean, like I always say, man, people get too caught up on the paperwork. All it is a map to tell you what's behind it. But if you are a person that's looking to improve every day when you wake up, get out the fuck out your bed, then you want to move forward at some point. I hope, but it's too many people caught up on it. Yeah, it's a good thing, like you just said, but when people make it the main focus, that's where the problem comes in.
Yes, sir. Where the other young brothers that was cooking it up, y'all was live and shit. It's like, where everybody else at?
Hey, it's Big Zai, baby. I'm just letting y'all cook, man.
He Big Zai.
Yeah. Big Zai, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pass that shit, nigga. Pass that shit.
Y'all cook, man.
Yeah, pass that motherfucking shit. Hey, I want to try some of them motherfucking, what kind of noodles that boy brung in here? 12-pack of them ramen noodles. What he brung? Some regular, the chicken flavor or the shrimp? What he bring?
Listen, man. Hey, listen, this high class pimping shit going on. We can't be eating no noodles at the cookout. We got to eat Wagyu steak and shit, man. We ain't no motherfucking noodles. We eating that Wagyu steak, big shrimp and shit, man. What y'all doing, man?
Yes, sir. All right, like, who's that talking, yo? What's his name, man?
This game breaker.
Yeah, salute the game breaker. That motherfucker say, man, this ain't no motherfucking low budget shit, nigga. Y'all step y'all shit up, yo.
This ain't no little boy shit y'all got going on, man. This high class pimping, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't got too much to say when boys over the stove. When you trying to get the recipe right, you don't really want to say much. When you got being over the stove cooking, you watch and you ask questions. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do too much talking.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hell no.
Man.
Just a little bit, man. I think this shit go hand in hand. I think the shit 360. I think it's with a dog becoming a complete dog, man. You got to give props to everybody. You got to give props to first of all, we talking about he, she, me, my, but it's it all started with the dog, though. You feel what I'm saying? The dog gonna alleviate all this shit that we talking about. You know what I'm saying? But you still have to give credit to the breeder. You got to give credit to the blood that is based on. You also got to give credit to the handler. Cause I done seen a lot of yards with a lot of badass dogs that didn't get no points because it was a good breeder, but he didn't do the work that it take to get to the next level, though.
Exactly.
Hey, somebody run some fresh. You see the Texas boy? Hey, you see what he run?
Yeah, that's my boy.
MKM, salute. Oh yeah. Speaking of MKM, yo, I forgot because y'all had it hot and shit. So I was let y'all cook, but I do have a list that I didn't forget y'all niggas. So Big A, I definitely need you to take this list down because definitely I'm trying to get this money up for y'all because MKM, Dre, Big A, and Supreme. So far, we have those four that say they're gonna fuck this gorilla up. They need 96. They need 96 more motherfuckers, and we might get this thing cracking. See what you niggas talking about.
Hey y'all, I need y'all to look at. Hey y'all, I need y'all to look at something real quick, y'all.
What?
Come here, Faye. Come back over here on this concrete. Come here.
Yeah, Dre said he covered with the Crocs, with the for the gorilla, man.
Yeah, Dre
Yeah.
coming in Crocs for the gorilla. Y'all disrespecting that
Y'all
gorilla.
see that? Y'all see that nail?
What? Hold
Y'all
on.
see that nail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I need?
Yeah, man. So check this out, man. There's a few things you could do. Toya, did you want to say something first?
Oh, I really didn't see it. I seen it was loose and shit like that.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I keep walking. That's where
Yeah.
I'm hitting the pavement. Whereas though that's Paul conditioning. Hit the pavement.
Yeah.
They got to get conditioned. God damn it! My first conditioning package was from Pops, and I ain't know shit. And that nigga told me, I said, "How you put them in shape? I want to see how you how." So you know what he told me? He was like. And he said it serious, and I did that shit, man. Man said, walk the dog till the pants start bleeding, and then, then let them heal, and then do it again. And that's what I used to always do. That's what I used to always do. And you know how long I was out that bitch walking, and and the pants start bleeding. I called him, said, man, they bleeding now. All right, let her rest. Boom, I sprayed some blue coat on that motherfucker, let her rest, put some Vaseline on it, boom, 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 and we right back out there again. And eventually, you know what I mean? Like, them pads became road tough. Different things like
it's
that.
The
you
nail.
know what I mean?
It's the nail, not the pad, gang.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying, but it's all in the foot. The nail gonna come off. The nail's gonna come off. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna break anyway. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I didn't have to do a lot of the
maintenance.
Yeah, when the pedicure shit like that, whatever. Because like I'm walking. Them shits coming off. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna see a little blood sometimes when you out there on that pavement. If you really out there on that pavement, that's what you're gonna be seeing. Broken nail here and there, pad bleeding and shit. That's when you know you really working and shit.
Your
motherfucking pads would be bleeding too. Man, I done broke my ankle at different times walking the dogs and shit like that. You know what I mean? Different shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, Big Hill. And guess what? That shit gonna happen, but guess what?
Yes, sir.
That's when you really start to see if you really got a real bulldog or not.
Hell yeah, because that recovery period be longer. That recovery period be longer for some. All that shit. Just he ain't lying to you. But the only way you find those different things out if you out there with them motherfuckers, yo. You know what I mean? Like that other shit. Like that's why I always like going out there with them, man. You know, but I'm getting old now. Most I could do is walk them a long time and shit like that. But like, man, I used to like getting into it with them, man. You know what I mean? Because that's when they really responded to you. You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah. I'm a road work bandit too. You know what I'm saying? But you said a mouthful though, man. I think guys need to know whether you got pads or whatever you're gonna do on the animal, man. When you really out there working the animal, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some wear and tear on them pads. But if you got a real bulldog, it's gonna prevail. You know what I'm saying? You still got to do a little care to it, but you know what I'm saying? They gonna go.
Yeah. So
yes, sir.
All I would do, man. I mean, there's a few ways you could do it if you're really concerned about it, Supreme. But what Toyo said is definitely a fact. I've dealt with it a few times. Shit with Michonne. But what you call it, man? If it's just one of them things, you can put some super glue on it. That always works. Or you could just clip the nail as best as you possibly can and just let it grow out. You know. If it's looking like it's hanging real bad, then just clip the tip of it off, man, so it don't catch it and rip off some skin. But other than that, it's gonna happen regardless. But
and I had to go to a class for that. Like I had to go to Pop's class for that. When I did start trying to when I start having to do that type of shit, because I might got some grown dogs from different camps. And you know, it's like they never walk their dogs, so they got fucking talons on their fucking feet. You understand what I'm saying? So like, you can't just go start clipping them motherfuckers, because like you know that you hit that flesh, that shit. Like it's a way you gotta cut them joints. So you know, it's the way you gotta cut them. So like that's why I was always like, I'm glad Pops told me the way he told me, because like I never ran into the problem with my dog, because we always walking and shit. So when they get older, they ain't gonna be having that shit. But like when you getting grown dogs from certain camps, you could tell by their feet what kind of work they doing, if they ever been outside or anything like that. You can tell by their feet sometimes.
Yeah.
And some of basically but like I said, it's a way you're supposed to cut those nails. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And I didn't go into detail, like, you know how the top of it is coming off. You want to clip just like the top of it, and you can clip like just, you know, up to where, you know what I'm saying, the bottom nail naturally rests, you know. But and that's if you concerned, man. But you could clip that bitch out. You clip that, you know. Don't clip like the bottom of the nail with a what's that white stuff called, man? I got brain fart. The little thing in the nail, man.
I just call it flesh. I don't know. I just like when you get to that
really,
fleshy part.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cap. I really ain't concerned about clipping it, because once she go in the house after we get done working, she goddamn it get to working on that shit herself.
Yeah. Nah, but I just flip the tip so it don't get caught and rip. But other than that shit, it rip off it regardless, man. Shit. I mean, cause as soon as I get to working, it's coming off.
Yeah, that's from that road work and them suicides.
Now on the flip side of that, after we said all that rugged shit, I want to say, because like I say, this Bulldog game is like a circle, it's 360. So once you say something so harsh and stand it on one side, it makes you think about the opposite side and the ways that shit could be right. So what I want to say is, with all that rough shit being said, the feet are some of the most important parts on a dog that you should be aware of and taking care of all times. Salute.
Yep. That's why I always do that. Yeah, I do. I always check the pads when I do a rub down. Like I do like 3 little variations of rub down depending on how much I do. But especially road work, man, lay them on the side and go through it. I like go through the whole body, man. Bottom of in between the toes, bottom of the feet, all of that.
Cause I know when y'all hit y'all foot, or y'all got one of them ingrown toenails, or you hit something with that foot, man, and it hurt bad, don't it? Or even if you catch a cramp in your foot, you know how bad a cramp in your toes and you can't get it out and shit, man. You ain't feel so much pain. You be wanting it somewhere else in your body when you can't even unflex your foot. It's balling up in the knot, man. So just imagine, man. So like, them feet and them hands and shit, like different extremities on your body and shit like that. Like we take them for granted, but like once one of them jokers, like just think about when you bump that joint or shut your hand in the car door and stuff like that, man. That shit hurt like shit. So that's how the dogs feel that shit too. So you know, I said all that rough shit and all that, and that's how I carried it. But like, to be an all around well dog, man, like you should be up on your feet game and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
To, man. If your feet ain't right, you can't do no work, period. And that was well said what you said, because even though all the big boy rough shit, having a Bulldog and all that shit, you still gonna have to take care of the feet. You know what I'm saying? I've seen over a period of time where the dog feet get conditioned into whatever environment they working in, but yet and still, when the dog feet get conditioned, you still have to do some prep. You know what I'm saying? Some maintenance on the feet, because you're gonna when I first ever went as a pup, when I first recognized it doing road work, I seen it when I seen my dog gait start to change, and I thought he was getting tired, but it wasn't getting tired, so it made me look. I looked up under the pad, the whole pad was damn near about to come off. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Running to the wheels come on, goddamn.
Yeah, but this fresh, you know what I'm saying? You got a dog, you got a strong dog, aggressive, so he run aggressive. You feel what I'm saying? So you know that was early in the game, you know what I'm saying? But then I started to see, once you start doing more and more, if you taking the dog fresh off the out the pen or off the chain, man, first time you put some road work on that dog, is gonna be some wear and tear on his pads.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
What the chat talking about? They just eating and smacking their lips because they bring good food after we talk shit to them. Motherfuckers had all types of dishes out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen little buddy say he had them roll house rolls. Them
the rolls with the cinnamon butter. With the cinnamon butter. I wanted one. Any more of them left? Any more of them left? MKM. Man. They stepping it up out there. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, man.
Man, I
Hey,
want to say some shit, man. Man, I can say so much, but you can't. It's like your tongue tied. You feel what I'm saying? But man, I got a story on about all this shit, especially that one name y'all always bring up, Guana. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Whether we want to really, not saying Guana is the end all be all, or you know what I'm saying, but in today's life, if you really look at it, Guana is damn near like the new Kobe. You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
yes sir,
I
yes
would just,
sir.
I, I would just say this, man. His name is consistently talked about amongst everybody. So there's that.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, man. Once upon a time, me and my people got from Guana. We got a male and a female little mate. Um, we told him what we wanted. He sent us exactly what we asked for. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. And it's a line that everybody. It's the hottest, one of the hottest lines he got right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave it at that. But
That's what's up. Yes
Yeah.
sir, yes sir.
um,
Okay, okay.
um,
Hey, we've been seeing
um,
God outside though. Salute. I can't hate on the man. Work he
um,
outside and all that shit. Okay,
man.
I hear you. Game breaker, game
Hey
breaker.
man,
Say
listen,
game.
man.
Shit, I got it.
His name consistent. Even with all you go back to the lies about the pedigrees and the dog ain't bred like this and this and that and whoop the whoop. That all that shit consistent with Carver. You know what I'm saying? What was before him? You know what I'm saying, man? He a bad motherfucker, man. He got the gene pool. He got all the extremities, all the tools he needs to be who he is. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, everybody might not like him. I ain't saying he the dog god or nothing like that, but it's a certain type of respect that should be given with dude though. You know what I'm saying? He a bad motherfucker just like his other bad motherfuckers though. You feel what I'm saying? But Garner definitely a bad motherfucker though.
Oh yeah, yeah. We salute God. We run that nigga through the mill around here too.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
you know, we run we run, we
if
run
that
him
ain't
through the mill.
happening, if that ain't happening to you, you ain't popping for real though. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So he don't let that shit stop him. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Like it's hard when you at the top. So like you know what I mean? Yeah, we get to him real around this motherfucker. But like yeah, we can't deny that motherfucker. That motherfucker is some real shit paperwork.
Hey,
So like shit, it is
and,
what it
and
is.
and for the expert listener out there, people who listen or somebody gonna come back, you know what I'm saying, like I do and go back and listen, you know what I'm saying, re-listen to the shit, man. Man, go check dude out. You just gotta listen to what he's saying though, man. Dude, the scientist with this shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
He a real
Yeah.
scientist. You just gotta pay attention. Even with the shit that we be saying on here, man, you gotta really just listen and pay attention. Like that shit Welch was saying while ago, Big Hill, man. You just gotta really listen. It's so much being said without being said though. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is being said, but it's layers to the shit. You feel what I'm saying? You just gotta know, man.
I feel you. I feel you.
You just
You know
gotta
what?
know.
I feel you. You know, shit. Do you be talking to him, game breaker?
No, I ain't. I done talked to him over the times. I ain't no. I ain't dick pulling or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
But
nah,
yeah.
cool. No,
He
because I was gonna tell you, tell his ass the same shit you telling us. Tell his ass come to the cookout holler at us, goddamn it. Tell him them boys all right down there. Them boys got a plate for you, Tom. Come on down there. Tell him it's all
Yeah.
right. Come there and holler at
But
us.
but respectfully, nah, I ain't talked to Tom in years, but respectfully, he shit, he on a different level. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know. You
He
know
ain't
I'm just
gotta
talking
come
Yeah.
about
to the
shit. You know
he
I'm
ain't
talking about
gotta
shit
come
from the
to the
bottom,
cookout.
nigga. I'm
He
talking about
throwing
shit from the bottom, nigga. You know I'm just talking
yeah. I
about shit
feel
from
you.
the bottom. I'm
I'm
trying to
just
shoot my
saying.
shot. I'm like, shit, nigga, if you talk to him, shoot a shot out, nigga. Tell his
I
ass come to
feel
the
you.
cookout.
I feel you and respect it. I'm just saying for the people abroad, you feel what I'm saying? He ain't, once you become a made man, a boss, you don't have to cohere to anybody's circumstances. You create your own circumstances. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey,
And you
game
know what I'm
breaker.
saying? I salute. Yeah.
Game breaker.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm telling you though, listen.
Yeah.
Nigga, we got a lot of niggas though, man, like Mr. J-Bo.
Yeah.
We got a lot of niggas, man, with though they come to the cookout and eat with us, man.
He
Like
he gonna
they
come,
Hey,
Toyo. He
they
gonna come. He gonna come, Toyo. He gonna
you know what I'm
come.
saying? Like
he might.
we got Huh?
I'm gonna bring him up, Toyo.
Hey, listen, boy, I be jumping for joy. I ain't saying he shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I just gave some circumstances. Yeah, I would love I
Yeah,
think he should, because we all won. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? We
yeah,
all
yeah,
dog men. You feel
yeah,
what I'm saying? At the
yeah,
end of the day. A
yeah.
lot of us done spend some money up with him. A lot of us may have some dogs that got some shit, his name in it, some type of way, form, or fashion. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
That's
it go back, a lot of people go to his cookout, his real cookout. So coming,
We
coming,
just got to
coming.
make believe, Joe.
Yeah. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm just saying about showing support. It wouldn't be nothing wrong with him showing support back. You feel what I'm saying? So
My
you
man,
right.
that's what I'm talking about, game break. That's what my man. Cause like, yeah, that's what I'm really talking about, man. Cause like
Yeah.
for real, like yeah, I salute him and all that shit. But like right now, I'm concentrating on my old heads, man. Cause like
Yeah.
them niggas was doing that shit. Them niggas was doing it, but they, they can't. We can't say we used to couldn't say their names as loud as Tom Gardner. All our shit was always having to be quiet and sneaky and shit like that, man. Whereas though we could say these other people's names and they doing the same thing, but our folks get thrown under the jail for doing the same shit. So like, like as much as I can, I want when I run across like the information of Mr. Moore and or J-Bo, the way they current with their program
Hey,
and they explaining their program, shit, man, I salute them. And they right around us eating with us, my nigga. They right around us eating
listen,
with us. You know what I'm
listen.
saying? So
I'm
and they got good ass dogs, bro. Good ass dogs. You
I'm
dig what I'm saying?
screaming. I'm screaming, J-Bo. I'm screaming, Rasta Man. I'm screaming, going hard kennels.
Yeah,
I'm screaming, Mr. Hicks.
yeah,
I'm screaming, South Bottom. I'm
yeah.
screaming, Big A. I'm screaming, Toyo. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
My nigga,
screaming, West
my
Kennels.
nigga, my
I'm
nigga.
pumping all this shit. I'm just saying, if you're gonna keep it 360 like you should have for
All
Wild
right.
Young Wood, you got to get the whole pie. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
focus on our piece of the pie because our piece of the pie been tainted and we ain't even been get to show our piece of the pie.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's time to goddamn me stand on business with our
yeah,
piece of the pie.
yeah,
But we
yeah.
can't forget that we just a piece of the pie. It's a whole pie though. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We,
Yeah. Big
I
fact.
got you. I got
Big
you.
fact.
We got to keep a balance in there.
You
Goddamn it, I
can't
got you.
cause the
Yeah.
moment you don't stay balanced and what we talking about right now, you can apply this to dogs in your whole life. The moment you stay unbalanced, then you become unnatural. It
Yeah,
ain't
you
real. It
fucking
ain't
up. You
righteous no
fucking
more.
up.
You
Yeah,
fucking
you
up. It's
fucking up.
one sided. You gotta stay balanced, man.
Yeah, it's
Balance
almost
is
like
key.
being kennel blind or the same shit
Yeah.
we be talking about. Yeah, I got you. I
Hey,
got
and to the guy, I forgot we was talking on the other. I was just sitting here thinking, we pondering like. He said something about he like cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about different
Yeah.
cars and
Yeah.
relating to the breeder versus bloodline type shit.
Yeah.
So he was saying a dog, you know what I'm saying, a guy, you know what I'm saying, he built a motor for him instead of going to get another car, whatever to say. But he was just
Yeah.
basically saying you could trust this guy to build this motor for you, you know what I'm saying, via the breeder.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you ain't getting us
My
to talk
expound
about
is that even okay, this guy built this motor for you or this car for you, but it's
Mm-hmm.
still a certain type of motor in there. It's either the
Yeah.
General Motor
Yeah.
block, or is it a Ford block, or is it a Pontiac block? You
don't
feel
get
what
them
I'm saying?
started.
But check this out though.
Please don't get them started.
Ah,
But check this out though.
Don't get
But
big dog started.
even though it could be that, it still could be that block. But what can you do with that block? Because
Now
somebody,
hold on.
you know what I'm saying?
Now hold on. Now when you get to doing, you go into the block. When you come with
Yeah.
the finished product, that's what the breeder and the handler and all this shit, the conditioning and all this shit, where you get the full dog. You feel what I'm saying? It's just a little expound because, like we all said, when it comes to the breeder and the bloodline, they go hand in hand. You feel in my eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna
So
get that man started. He
and
already
then on
started.
top, no, but then on top of that, just to add to that, the breeder has a certain uh level of, I can't say limitation, but they're focused on breeding. You got somebody that's focused on strictly handling.
Right.
That excel at handling, that takes the dog from the breeder, takes it to the next level. Then you have somebody who takes, who does something else. You know what I'm saying, so to speak, and they take the dog to the next level. It's a collab. It's and then let's not forget about the dog itself. You know, so yeah. It's a bunch of everything, man. I don't think there's really a wrong answer, man. I think it's a little bit of everything, man. Just circumstances, situation, knowledge, and education and experience play all the part in everything. But yeah. Oh, salute to Dickie, man, with the 2-piece, man. Yes, sir.
Tip. Hey, Dickie, my motherfucking Bulldog brother. Salute, Dickie.
Hey, yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Hey man, yeah, this was a good ass cookout today. Motherfucking game breaker came through, told niggas step they shit up with these fucked up plates and shit. He came and started telling y'all niggas what it is. Yeah. Like, nah, man, this shit supposed to be some other shit. Yeah.
Hey man, listen. Why would you I check this out. The average animal straight off, you know what I'm saying, depending on what breeder you get it from. You know, you're gonna be paying like a band. You know what I'm saying? If you got the goody a nigga fuck with you, they might pay $800-900. You know what I'm saying? You want to top of the line, you might pay $25. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The average setup you gonna from collar. No, we ain't talking no metal. We just talking about take the dog out. We ain't even talking about no dog. We just okay. We gonna buy the collar. We gonna get the dog house. We gonna get the pen or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still $1,000. You feel what I'm saying? Plus. So what you eating, motherfucking penitentiary noodles for? You know what I'm saying? This big boy, this National Big Boy Association. You know what I'm saying? You only the ones that's really doing this shit gonna even survive in this shit, man. You know, this shit blood, sweat, and tears, man. This shit ain't just no everyday shit. It's it's every day it become a lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? For the ones who really in this shit. For the ones who in this shit, you know, man, this shit ain't no motherfucking walk in the park, man. This shit gonna tap your pockets, my boy.
That's right, my nigga. Yeah. Hey, I feel that nigga. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, man, we know we gotta make our rounds. Elevator gotta get it in there. Get it in, Big A. You know, do what we do. Y'all already know. Let them make their rounds, bro.
Yeah, man. Y'all go ahead and make y'all rounds, man.
All right, man. I'll let y'all, man. It's your boy Supreme, aka goddamn it, I'm outside already, man. Y'all be smooth, man.
Sir.
Beat them dogs.
All right. Yeah, man. Game breaker. What's happening, bro?
Salute everybody, man. Salute y'all kings. Salute y'all brothers. Salute all the women, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit, who been doing this shit. Salute all the OGs who stepped my game up. Even y'all guys, you feel what I'm saying? They give me new information to expound on every day. You know what I'm saying? No, don't salute, triple salute all the OGs, especially of our kind. All of man, it's so many names, the schoolboys, the bikeries, the rosters, the everybody. You feel what I'm saying, man? Yeah, I'll just keep going, man. I want to keep growing as a human being, as a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I'm 100% in what's going on, man.
Yeah.
Salute, bro. Salute.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. You know what it is, man. You got that digital dog show coming up at the end of the month, and biggest digital dog show to this date. As far as the payouts, we got over $600 in cash prizes going to all the winners in each category. We have Dogs of the Week coming up this Friday. They got a cash prize for that. All you have to do is send in one shot of your dog, and you can win a cash prize plus get recognition. Because if you win, we're going to celebrate your dog all week. And then if you win week after week, or you will take the dogs from each week of the month and they get entered into the dog of the month. And all of these shows that we're talking about, you, the chat, are the voters on who wins and who doesn't. So there's that. And if you go to the show, if you here at the show on the first weekend of the first weekend of June on Saturday, you get three free t-shirts, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't get free t-shirts. I'm tripping over my words, man. 3 viewers get a t-shirt. 1 member, 1 new member, and 1 viewer. So you got to be there to get it, man. And Dog of the Month also gets a t-shirt, man. So we got these cash prizes, and we're giving away materials and merchandise and all that, man. We're doing this to y'all, man. And it's free to enter. So I don't know what y'all doing, man. Come on with it, man. Yes, sir.
Hey, salute to Welsh too. I ain't think Welsh was gonna make it to the motherfucking cookout today, boy. Welsh ass outside, motherfucking shots fired. Goddamn it! I
You
said,
fuck.
God damn! I hope we make it to the cookout. Yeah, we ain't gonna never close the door on you, big bro. No matter what your beef is in the streets
Hey,
and shit,
hey,
we ain't gonna
listen,
close the
listen,
door. But
listen, listen.
listen. Hold up. We got women and children at the cookout now, so I told him, Welsh going through it right now in the streets, so the women and children might want to eat inside because motherfuckers might come around. And like I know you got 5 back at him, so like man, the door open at the cookout, so like watch yourself because I see you out there, they shooting at you out there, boy.
Man, listen, I don't entertain none of that bullshit because at the end of the day, most of these niggas mad because 5 years ago I told them all them dogs that y'all hyping up ain't gonna be there, and mine's still gonna be there. And fast forward 5 years later. God damn it, niggas seen I was telling the truth. I don't entertain that bullshit, man. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the Bulldogs. At the end of the day, it's all about the Bulldogs.
That's what's up, bro. Salute that.
And my Bulldogs stay outside, big fella. That's all I got to say about that.
Salute that, bro. Salute that. Yeah. All right. It's your brother Big Toyo. Salute to the Bulldog community. Y'all stay royal. I'ma stay loyal. We gonna shoot on over the elevator. My fault, Big A. You got something else?
No, man.
Game breaker, hit me, game breaker.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, shoot. You know what it is? I'm going over the elevator perspective, and we are.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman. Ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never move for fame. Old mountain lines run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came fat boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, running straight through the rain. Red digit close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Saki from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.